This week on LandLeader Television.
We are the leaders of the land. Land is what we live on. It can be explored, built upon, and cultivated. Land holds our wildlife, crops and livestock, and the homes in which we live. It provides a resource for your family. It's what our forefathers settled and our brave fight to protect. It asks that you respect it, keep it free, and put back what you have taken. At times, it's purchased, sold, and traded, and it's passed on from generation to generation. So it's our duty as land brokers to be champions of conservation, habitat management, and ownership. We possess a deep love for our land and respect for all it provides. We are LandLeader.
The following segment is brought to you by Jon Kohler Associates, representing some of the finest properties in the Southeast.
Hi, I'm Jon Kohler from Jon Kohler Associates. Welcome to Chinquapin Plantation. We're located in Thomasville, Georgia, the epicenter of quail hunting in the southeastern United States. When I was a kid, my dad bought a property on the Gulf of Mexico with a river going through it, islands, marsh grass. I mean, it was as natural and pristine as property gets. From that experience, I developed a love and a passion for the land. I've made it my life's goal to show that doing the right thing for the land, being a good land steward, not only feels good in your heart, it's the right thing to do, but also makes financial sense. The Red Hills is a plantation belt of about 300,000 acres. It was first established in 1888. Chinquipin Plantation is a really unique property. This property was founded in 1910 by John Archibald. He was the director of Standard Oil, one of the wealthiest companies in the world. The founder of this plantation could have lived anywhere in the world. He's one of the wealthiest men in the world. This is where he chose to build his home, recreate, and enjoy the social life of Thomasville. This home was built to last, and over the years, it's been tastefully improved with modern amenities. The current owner is a great land steward, owned properties across the country. He's an expert in architecture. There's nowhere else in the country from December to March that has better climate, better outdoor recreation, better hunting than here in the Red Hills. We're only 5 miles from Thomasville itself. We border the famed Greenwood Plantation to the south. There's over 1,300 acres here with over 5 miles on the Ochlockonee River. This is one of the most action-packed properties in the Red Hills. Incredible hardwood bottoms, river drains, rolling pine savannas. The soil fertility here is unbeatable. The diversity, the beauty, the recreational component is bar none. The 18,000 square foot house is absolutely incredible. Mediterranean style, is designed by famed architect A.S. Bell. Imagine owning a home owned by one of the wealthiest men in the world. They got it right. It's really a dream house for a plantation. The outdoor recreational abilities here are unsurpassed. From the horseback, the quail hunting, the incredible deer hunting. They shot the largest deer in the state of Georgia one year on this plantation. Nothing beats Chinquapin Plantation when it comes to outdoor recreation. For those who enjoy the outdoor lifestyle, there's no better place to be than Thomasville, Georgia. It's the Aspen of the Southeast. It's a place to go, place to be seen. One of my favorite stores downtown Thomasville is owned by my friends Kevin and Kathleen Kelly. Nobody understands shotguns and the outdoor lifestyle and fashion better than they do at Kevin's. One of the things that separates our brokerage from others is that we represent land stewards and the investment-backed expectation of these properties. This is a special niche, a separate asset class that should be valued differently and higher. These are the finest examples of high-quality habitat left in the United States. We specialize in representing land stewards and landowners of plantations, ranches, fine recreational properties. Today, we're the preeminent plantation brokerage firm in the Southeast United States.
This segment was brought to you by OtterBox, building extraordinary products to enhance your life, and by Cinch Jeans and Shirts, a leader in premium Western wear clothing since 1996. Now's a great time to buy your next farm, ranch, or recreational property. The premier broker members of LandLeader represent the finest properties available on the market today, from working cattle ranches to income-producing farm ground, equestrian facilities and agricultural land to sporting properties and land rich with mineral rights. Let the LandLeader Network help you find your next piece of land. Tour thousands of properties for sale online at landleader.com.
Out here, there's no boss. No 9 to 5. No vacation days. You see, this is more than a job. It's a calling. It's the sweat, the grit, the worry, the wonder, and the truth that you were born to lead this life.
The Cimarron Valley Ranch boasts over 45,000 acres of land spread along the historic Santa Fe Trail in Colorado and Oklahoma. This ranch runs along 22 miles of the Cimarron River and supports up to 2,000 cows using rotational grazing pasture, turnkey ranching operations, and ample water from the river and ponds to stock tanks and 10 pivot irrigated circles. Excellent hunting for elk, deer, quail, turkey, and more are found on this rare contiguous ranch. Call Dax Hayden for more information or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. LandLeader Television is brought to you by OtterBox. At work or at play, OtterBox enables your everyday. Cinch Jeans and Shirts, your leader in Western wear. Gunworks, 1,000 yards capable right out of the box. Blue Otter polarized sunglasses, the very best. Covert Scouting Camera, top quality trail cameras with unmatched support. Swarovski Optic, perfection meets tradition. Kevin's Catalog, the place for Kevin's fine outdoor gear and apparel. And by Feed the Party, the best steaks and meats at the best prices. The following segment is brought to you by Preferred Properties, your guides to Vermont and New Hampshire real estate.
Hi, my name's Curtis Truesdale. I am co-owner and broker of Preferred Properties and the team leader for the Land and Lake guys. We're located in Williston, Vermont. We cover all of Vermont and all of New Hampshire. Today, I'm really lucky to be at an absolutely gorgeous property. This is 500 acres in Sandgate with a wonderful log home. Sandgate is in southern Vermont, very close to the New York border, and this property is just going to be perfect for someone out of southern New York City, Connecticut, Boston. It's just a quick drive. I'm really excited to introduce it to you today.
Hi, I'm Tom Faravanti. We're in Sandgate, Vermont at 680 Lincoln Lane. I bought the original property in 1989, finished a home in 1991. When I retired, I came here full-time. The area is pretty wooded and mountainous. It has a log home, barns, outbuildings. The property was originally called Prindle Hill, and the Prindles were the people who actually settled this area. Those are the stone walls you see when you walk around the property. They came in during the sheep heyday in Vermont. It was the merino sheep, their wool. Rams at that time went for $2,000, which was a lot of money back then.
The property features Wonderful log home. It's an open concept style, nicely updated, plenty of room for you and your family. I think you're really going to love the rustic log interior with a fieldstone fireplace. The wraparound decks give you 270-degree views of just absolute gorgeous mountain landscape.
You never get tired of this view. I've been here a long time, and never once do I not enjoy that view. It doesn't matter what season it is.
The home sits on a little bit over 500 acres of timberland, has some valuable timber on it, probably ready to be cut in the next couple of years. One of the best features of this particular property, besides the just immaculate landscaping, is a huge man-made pond. The owner really went on out with this pond. It's about 28 feet deep. He stocks it every year. This year he put about 175 brown and rainbow trout. Just a great place for family fun and fishing. One of my favorite features of this property is the antique barn.
The barn on the property was taken down in a town about 18 miles from here. It was built in the early 1800s. It was taken down piece by piece, treated, and put up. It has all the original slate roof. It's got hand-hewn chestnut beams. It's well built. If I'd have built the barn before I built the house, I'd have lived in the barn.
It's been very well managed. This particular property has a lot of oak on it, and those mass crops really help with the wildlife. That has led to just a fantastic deer and bear and moose population here, as well as many of the game birds that we have here in the state, such as grouse and turkeys.
As you look around the property, you'll see lots of stone walls. I liked working with wood. There's trees everywhere. I liked cutting lumber. For somebody who enjoys working with their hands and enjoys nature, you can't beat this place. The season change is enjoyable. You never get bored with the seasons. Just walking the trails. There's thousands of acres around here that will always be forest. They're all protected. They can't be developed.
Surrounded by conserved land, which means what you see now is what's going to be there in the future, makes it a real special place. Frankly, I've just never really seen a property like this here in Vermont.
I'm selling the property because my daughter just had a baby, and it's time for me to be with my daughter and be with my family as I get older.
This segment was brought to you by Gunworks, 1,000 yards right out of the box. And by Blue Otter Polarized Sunglasses. Don't settle for anything less than the best.
The Climber, a new ultralight design by Gunworks. The Climber is the pinnacle of lightweight, long-range design. Design yours at gunworks.com.
Are you experienced in farming, ranching, or recreational properties? Do you have a passion for the outdoors? Are you seeking a profession in real estate and land sales? If so, LandLeader is growing our team of real estate brokers and agent members across the country. We offer a strong network, excellent property marketing support, real estate training, and national affiliation of land brokerages that is second to none. For more information on becoming a member of LandLeader, visit us at landleader.com.
Land is where it all begins. From farmland and working cattle ranches to hunting properties and recreational retreats. We aren't your typical real estate agents. We choose boots over dress shoes and trucks over sports cars any day. We hunt, fish, raise cattle, and grow crops. We understand land.
The following segment is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors, farm, ranch, and recreational real estate.
I'm Dax Hayden, and I'm the managing partner of Hayden Outdoors. The Cimarron Valley Ranch runs between two national grasslands, the Cimarron National Grassland and the Comanche National Grassland. And this ranch has 22 miles of river between those two national grasslands. It's got a huge diversity of habitat and wildlife and is an excellent cattle ranch. Conservatively, the ranch will run 1,500 mama cows and calving out right now this spring. The Santa Fe Trail crosses the ranch, and it's a pretty amazing place. It's got an excellent elk herd, mule deer, whitetail, bobwhite quail, blue quail, prairie chicken, various other varmints, and even a good amount of Rio Grande turkeys.
My name is Doug Adams. I am the managing partner of Cimarron Valley Ranch here in Baca County, Colorado, and Cimarron County, Oklahoma. Got 45,000 deeded acres and about 4,000 acres of state and private lease land here with the ranch for a total of just under 50,000 acres of land. We've been hunting here a couple days, quail hunting, deer hunting, prairie dog hunting, coyote hunting, just had a great time.
It's been a fun fall hunting quail over good pointing dogs, so I appreciate those guys allowing us to do that.
Good dog.
The ranch is the most diverse ranch I've ever worked on. It's very, very rare to find a place where you can hunt and break, which we did break 12 coveys in a half a mile along a feed patch of an average of 30 birds per covey. We're doing some programs with Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever to help develop more consistency in the quail hunting, areas to hunt bobwhite quail and blue quail without disturbing the whitetail hunting or the elk hunting. So it's a unique place when you can do that and have the space to spread out.
Main feature is the river and the availability of water here. The water development is unlike anywhere we've ever been. It's just so easily accessible. In this situation, the water table's below the ground and the water comes up and it's so easy to develop and to utilize the water, and then from there you better utilize your pasture and your cattle and your animals, and it just brings more animals in, and it's so important for irrigation and everything. This is probably the best water we've ever had to work with, just from a raw availability and ease of operation standpoint. It's just unprecedented.
What we've been able to do is locate water in places that no one knew there was water. At the very west end of the ranch, for about 5 miles, the Cimarron River is up and flowing really good. It just makes everything more vibrant. Looks like a national park. I think the real reason for that and the water flowing on the surface is the quality and the handling of the grass and the grazing pressure.
Habitat that's just great for deer, elk, bears, quail, unbelievable quail, pheasants.
The property with the habitat it offers is amazing. The river bottom for the 22 miles averages a mile wide. For the entire 22 miles, that's tree to tree. The amount of habitat potential is unlimited. It's about 10,000 acres of pure habitat. It has upper rolling sage country to really good grass bottoms with pivot irrigation. There's good sub-irrigated ground on the ranch, good access to food plots like corn. They planted some turnips. There's a picture of a turnip that is maybe 2 foot long. So it's very fertile soil. It's got good water. They've done a lot of water enhancement and improvement for both wildlife and stock. And it's just an amazing property with the location. They always say location, location, location. Well, this one has it. The Cimarron National Grassland is the border of Kansas. This property is located in Colorado and Oklahoma. And so the interesting thing is it's only 2.5 miles from the Kansas border. It offers hunting in Colorado with good access to tags. Elk hunting for those tags is over the counter with no limit. It's in a C-tag area. The property has good access in Oklahoma. Oklahoma has an excellent wildlife system. So technically on this property you could kill a buck, world-class whitetail or mule deer in Colorado, and you could kill 2 bucks in Oklahoma. The property offers amazing amounts of hunting access for the hunting enthusiast.
This segment was brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras. Remain best in the game with Covert Scouting Cameras. And by Swarovski Optic. Perfection meets tradition.
silent, and I want to be lethal. I want every advantage. With the new covert cell cameras, I'll finally have the edge I've been missing. The only way they'll know I'm here is if they hear my heart beating through my chest.
Here at Swarovski Optic, a lot of time is spent on perfecting a few great things until every idea we touch enhances every moment in the field. For a quarter century, the Swarovski Optic SLC has been making hunters' dreams become reality. Feel the wilderness every time you step outside.
The following segment is brought to you by Hayden Outdoors, farm, ranch, and recreational real estate.
The people is what the land means to me. I think the love of the land that I see in the field from the producers and the folks that work on it every day, their hands are cracked and bleeding, and it's amazing that people could be worth maybe millions and millions of dollars on paper with the land they own and work as hard as they work from sunup to sundown. And the truth is there is still some integrity out there in the field, and the folks, when they shake your hand and look you in the eye and tell you they're going to do something, they're going to damn well try to do it. And it's critical that we keep that mentality. You call it the love of the land, and it is real, and it's only real if you're out there interacting with them. So that's what it means to me, is I love interacting with them and try to help further their goals, whether it's on property sales or just dealing with them to help their property be the best it can be.
This land is all contiguous. We've assembled this ranch over the past 2 years. There were 2 larger ranches and 2 smaller ranches that we bought to make this. And a big component that we have that we enjoy so much is the recreation and hunting aspect of it.
With 22 miles of river, the average width of the cottonwood bottom from end to end is almost a mile. So you've got cottonwood trees and habitat for almost a mile wide for 22 miles. So it's an amazing habitat. Doug and the guys at Cimarron Valley have cut what they call senderos, may range from 100 to 200 yards wide, and they would cut from north to south through the Cottonwood River bottom, mainly taking up areas of very dense tamaracks. So calling them senderos, I think, is a good term so people will understand what it is. You have to see it to believe it. It's green, it's beautiful. The nice thing about the assemblage of this much river is we can protect the game and the quality of the game and ensure their habitat, and do that in a symbiotic relationship with the cattle program and the development of the ranch.
The cattleman and the guy that's the hunter, if there's a blade of grass, the hunter thinks that it's for the wildlife, and the cattleman thinks it's for the cows, and they generally butt heads on that. We've tried extremely hard to come up with a plan here to where they can coexist. Currently, we're running about 1,600 mother cows, and we're in a cow-calf operation. We take all the cows out of the river bottom on May 1. Through hunting season, we plant and allow the animals to have plenty of food, and it has worked remarkably well. The lodge is a 7,000-foot metal building that is custom finished on the inside. It has 7 bedrooms, a commercial kitchen, huge fireplace, and it's super comfortable.
It's that place that you always want to go to when you're done with a hard day's work or a hard day's hunting.
There's an outbuilding that goes with it. This is the garage. It's got an indoor cooler.
The ranch has got amazing potential for income production. Conservatively, the ranch will run 1,500 mama cows. The symbiotic relationship with the cattle and the wildlife is what the Cimarron Valley Ranch folks are so good at.
We feel like the income potential could exceed $2 million a year on the cattle, given the wheat circles and grazing them out with the weaned calves. Possibilities are endless. I mean, you could do a hunting lease. We've got alfalfa here. You could bale it and sell it. We have irrigation quality water that will grow corn, milo. You could farm this in a number of different ways. We're on the edge of 4 different major oil fields and believe that the potential here is strong. We've been talking to Hayden Outdoors. We've looked at a couple ranches with them. Dax has been just super to work with, and the whole Hayden team. We've met a number of them. My ranch manager, Carrie and Kim Cromer. our licensed agents with the company, and just enjoyed our dealings with Hayden Outdoors.
The current owners of the ranch are phenomenal at developing and making the ranch be the best it can be. It's pretty amazing to work with great producers and people that really understand the true highest and best use of land. And I don't want to say that they're few and far between, but they are few and far between as far as the folks that know as much as Doug knows. It's definitely an out-of-the-box approach, but I can tell you that the development of this property and the assemblage of what's gone on down there is something that I never thought I'd get to work on in my lifetime.
For more information on how to feature your property on LandLeader TV, please visit landleader.com.